If you are a creator tired of spending hours chopping up your long-form videos, you are in the right place because I'm about to show you how to streamline your entire process. Every day there seems to be a new flashy AI tool released that promises to change everything, from text to video generators to weird image to video toys. So, while some of these tools are undeniably cool for making memes or artistic experiments, they often miss the mark when you actually need to build a consistent audience. If your goal is to grow your channel across multiple platforms, you do not need more toys. You need a system that handles the grind of clipping and scheduling. That is exactly where Vizard comes into play, helping you turn your long videos into a steady stream of ready-to-post short clips without losing your mind. Let us start with a quick reality check on some of the other popular AI tools you might have seen online, like Sing AI. These tools can generate a 5-second clip of a person jogging at sunrise or animate a static image, which is fun for creative novelty. However, those demos are mostly focused on synthetic generation, rather than optimizing the valuable content you have already spent hours creating. They often struggle with realistic facial movements or mouth syncing, and frequently require manual polishing that defeats the whole point of using automation. Plus, when you hit those subscription walls or limited daily credits, it becomes a nightmare for anyone trying to post consistently every single day. This is totally fine if you want to make a one-off viral meme, but it is not a sustainable strategy for repurposing hour-long interviews or educational webinars. Enter Vizard, which takes a completely different approach by focusing on exploiting the gold that you have already shot. You simply upload your long-form files, whether they are podcasts, tutorials, or gameplay, and let the AI do the heavy lifting for you. Vizard's algorithms analyze your footage to identify the most engaging parts, like punchlines, emotional spikes, or teachable moments. It then automatically generates vertical or square clips that are essentially ready to post, saving you hours of scrubbing through raw footage. In my personal experience, the amount of time saved by not having to manually cut every single line is just absurd. Getting started is really straightforward. You sign in, take advantage of their trial, and upload your first long file to see the AI magic in action. Once the AI finishes processing, it returns a list of suggested clips, each labeled with why the AI thought it was good, like viral potential or key ideas. You can preview these clips instantly, accept them as they are, or jump in to tweak the in and out points if you want something tighter. The interface is snappy and intuitive, which is absolutely vital when you are batching a whole week or month of content in one sitting. One feature I find myself using constantly is the auto-editing viral clips behavior, which prioritizes content that actually performs on social media. It is looking for things that keep people watching, like surprising facts, jokes, or emotional beats rather than just random 5-second chunks. This means you are getting content that is genuinely more likely to earn clicks, shares, and saves from your audience. The real productivity booster, however, has to be the auto-schedule feature that takes the stress out of your posting calendar. You define your frequency, maybe 3 clips a week for TikTok and 2 for Reels, and Vizard handles the distribution for you. You can set it to auto-publish or just use it as a suggestion engine, which is a massive relief if you are juggling multiple channels at once. I cannot stress enough how much nicer it is to avoid manually handling CSVs or logging in and out of different apps to upload content. The content calendar view acts as your central hub, where you can see everything scheduled, swap thumbnails, or edit captions on the fly. If something newsworthy happens and you need to shift your strategy, you can just drag and drop items to new dates in seconds. Now, I know some of you are worried about quality control, but remember that Vizard is designed to be your assistant, not a replacement for a human editor. If you need to add your own brand colors, text overlays, or stitch multiple clips together, the editor is robust enough to handle those final touches. Because it uses your real, authentic footage, you are never dealing with that awkward, robotic look you get from pure text-to-video generators. Another major factor is the cost structure, as many other platforms either charge per render or hide the best features behind expensive high-tier plans. Vizard is built specifically for creators who need to scale volume without having their costs skyrocket every single time they want to post. When you factor in the sheer amount of time you save on editing and scheduling, the tool often pays for itself within just a few weeks. To really see this in action, imagine you have a 90-minute podcast that needs to be turned into clips. Manually, you would watch the whole thing, mark the good spots, cut them, format them, and write captions for every single post. With Vizard, you upload the file once and the AI presents you with 20 or 30 solid candidate clips in minutes. You just pick the best 8, maybe tweak a couple of them, and you are done with your content for the next 2 weeks. You are looking at spending maybe 20 minutes of work instead of hours, which is the perfect way to avoid creator burnout. Do not sleep on the analytics features either, because Vizard tracks performance so the AI learns what actually resonates with your specific audience. That feedback loop is exactly what turns this tool from just a helpful utility into an essential engine for your content operation. If your original video has multiple camera angles, Vizard can often smartly switch between them to keep the visual interest high throughout the clip. And if you ever needed that super fine-grained control, you can always export your work to a more advanced editor, though most creators stay right here. Plus, it handles all the platform requirements like aspect ratios and safe zones for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts automatically. Look, I'm not trying to sound like an infomercial, and I know there are other niche tools out there that do specific things better than Vizard. If you are making highly stylized cinematic trailers, you might still want those prosumer editors that give you pixel-perfect control over every single frame. But if your goal is systematic, repeatable growth, pumping out dozens of clips and maintaining a reliable calendar, this really hits the sweet spot. To wrap this all up, just try this flow. Upload your long video, review the AI suggestions, tweak your favorites, and use the auto-scheduler. Keep an eye on what performs and let the system learn from your audience so you can stay consistent without burning out. If you are managing multiple shows or channels, this will absolutely make your content pipeline feel way less chaotic and much more professional. I can even make a step-by-step guide for your specific workflow, like how to dial in AI sensitivity or test different caption styles if you want. Just let me know what kind of videos you are working with, and I will draft a custom copy and paste plan for you. In the meantime, just give Vizard a spin the next time you have a long video sitting on your drive, and you will be amazed at what is hidden in there.